Thank you. Representative Costa.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, gentlemen, for being here. First, my first concern in this is public safety. You say that your company is in direct communications with state troopers, their laptops and stuff like that. Well, that's all well and good. As a former police officer, I've been out on the road, you know, and I know these kids, their new cars are all decked out, look like fighter pilots. But the laptop is no good when you're standing on the side of the road out in the cold. You need radio communications. So that's a public safety issue for me, for the emergency responders, for the tow truck drivers that are responding, and for the officers that are on scene, which I don't know how, in any way, shape, or form, you'll be able to work that out, okay? Excuse me. Secondly, you say you're not in the towing business, but I have information that you have a impound place in Indianapolis. So are you going to expand to impounding here in Pennsylvania?
Would you like me to take those one at a time?
Yes, if you would, please.
Okay. So you are correct. The beauty of using the laptop capability in the vehicle is a lot of information about the tow has already been recorded. And it's basically a tow button you get to push with very little additional information, and that then can get immediately electronically dispatched based on the rules, based on the business rules, to the appropriate tow operator. It's a very efficient process. This does not preclude an officer in the field, of course, from radioing into his communication center and having them enter the request and getting nearly the same efficiencies. I hope that's clear. Now, on to the our impound operations. It is true, in some municipalities where there is a small, this is the combination, when there is a high volume of tows in a very small square miles, oftentimes municipalities want to control the impound locations and would prefer to have a centralized impound rather than impound spread around that municipality. And in those cases, when cities look for that type of service, we do provide that. We do that in two places. In San Francisco, that tows 50,000 tows in a 50 square mile area, and in Indianapolis, which tows a similar number in a slightly larger area.
Okay, can you?
We have no intention of opening impound facilities as a result of this contract, and we've actually put that into that's a fear that's been raised, and so as one of the the moves of the pilot is we actually put that into our contract to allay those fears. But yet the folks prosecuting the misinformation campaign continue to bring that up as our evil, sinister approach.
Yeah, but don't you think that you should have brought it up? I know when I ran for office, my negatives came out first. I put them out there. If that's going to be a negative, you said clearly that you have no business, you're not in the towing business, you don't do that, and then I have to question you and say you are, and now you're saying that you are.
No, I'm absolutely not. I've never towed a vehicle.
No, you don't tow a vehicle. Okay, let's semantics. You're using words. You are in the business of impounding. It's still related to the towing business in my interpretation of this.
Representative, with all due respect, our business is to be efficient and help local tow operators be efficient in the execution of tows, whether it's to distributed facilities like in Pennsylvania or centralized facilities like we have in San Francisco and Indianapolis. Our job is towing logistics.
If I can, Chairman, just a statement, and then I'll close. All right, sir. Sometimes public safety is a cost. It's a major cost to all communities. Okay, and for us as a government to ensure public safety is above all. I think this pilot program is slap in the face to public safety. It's a slap in the face to our emergency responders. It's a slap in the face, and your arrogance of what you said about these people, these hardworking towers, because they don't agree with you. Just because they don't agree with you, they're rogues. That's not the case. Everybody's in business. They've invested a lot of money. It's not about them with me, okay? It's about everyone. It's about the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and doing things safe. I totally disagree with this pilot program. It's pilot, but it keeps extending through the state. How much of a pilot program are we going to have? If I have anything to do with it, we're going to bring this to a halt, and we're going to move forward in a better way of doing this structure. I know it's not all you. I know it's part of the state police. But public safety is a cost that we in government must incur. okay? And it doesn't mean farming it out or giving it to another company, to a private company. I'd rather see the $23,500 that you've made in Pennsylvania already go to our 911 centers, okay? I totally am astounded by your disrespect to the other towers just because they don't agree with you. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Chairman.